$700? Oh, the internet, I love it so much. All right, so Twitter imploded this morning when Sony announced the PS5 Pro. Um, I don't know why you guys are so shocked that it was $700. I don't understand. I guess it is always a bit of a sticker shock, right? Everyone kind of goes through that, but everyone gets super enraged that it's $700. Guys, everything's going up in pricing, so you guys are just gonna have to kind of accept that. B, it's not that bad. C, worth is subjective. So if you weren't sold by what they showed you, which I wasn't, then it's not for you. And if no one is sold by it, then no one will be, and no one will buy it. But it's gonna sell it, at least from what they're gonna put out and what products it will sell. But if you're not impressed by it, then don't buy it. It's not a necessity. None of this is a necessity. Being super upset and outraged and stressing yourself all the way the hell out because of this console, I don't know. To me, it just shows the faults in Sony's kind of whole push on what they're doing right now. Their whole presentation was a mess because to me it just showed that the lack of games they've put out, by showing games that came out on the PS4 and one or two games that come out on the PS5. And clearly there's not a huge difference. There is a difference in performance. It's not like they're just selling you nothing. There is a difference in performance, but it's about the games. If you have to worry so much about graphics, especially nowadays with games, and that's what you need to make yourself feel like you are enjoying the games, then maybe it's not good games you're playing. And there's not a lot of good games that are currently coming out fully. There's some good gems, here and there, and everyone has their different tastes on what they're doing, but try to enjoy the games that you're playing. And if you have the expendable cash, if you find the PS5 Pro compelling, buy it. If you feel enraged and you feel like they're nickel and diming you, then don't give them the nickels and dimes. It's kind of that simple. I know people don't like it to be that simple, but and I know people don't like the kind of feeling the FOMO of everyone has it, but this is kind of the issue that we've kind of gotten to with the internet, where it's not everything is geared towards you just because it's being advertised in front of you. You have the power to pick and choose what you're going to buy and what you're not going to buy. Oh, it's not coming with this controller and it's not coming with a disc drive. So then if these are all reasons that you feel like it's not worth it, this is when people say worth is subjective. Yeah, don't buy it. It's not for you. If these things bother you and you don't see it's worth it and you don't feel like giving up the money, Sony's not opening up your wallet and giving it. Don't give it, And it's, at this point, a console being $700 is actually not the issue. I don't feel personally. I think we're moving into this kind of trend of things just being more expensive, right? We're just accepting Sony's most recent game that just released, Astro's Playroom. It's not their $70 flagship game, but it's at, was it $60 now? And just a few years ago, yeah, that game would have been $40, maybe 50. But yeah, now it's 60 or 70 with the deluxe edition. It's a lot. Things are going up, inflation, all this stuff, It's all these different types of things that are going up. Exploding your brain cells over it, not worth it. You guys need to slow it down, relax. It's just a pointless console if you feel like it's a pointless console. If it's a console that you've been waiting for, spend your money. Get it. Enjoy it. If you don't feel like it's worth it at this moment, don't buy it at this moment. Just kind of enjoy it. I think Sony felt like they kind of had to release this console. I hate that this is a thing that we're doing. To me, I felt like the PS4 Pro was more justified in why we had to kind of upgrade because of 4K, because of when the console of the PS4 was released, 4K wasn't that popular, and then like a few years later, 4K was like mass available for people and people were getting 4K TVs and it was kind of necessary, and kind of the next advancement in like the PS4 console was kind of underpowered, and as well as the Xbox One for its time, and so they needed to kind of do that. There isn't a need for the PS4, the PS5 Pro. There just isn't. So I would just recommend just saving until you feel like it's worth it. I don't think that it's like, oh, this is the GTA 6, thing. That's not going to make you enjoy GTA 6 any more or less. Like, the PS5 is going to be just fine for you to enjoy that game. That game is going to be enjoyable on its own without you getting a console that costs even more to get you to enjoy it. If you really feel like having a couple more frames and having a little bit more detail in, like, the graphics and the settings all around in GTA, then sure, but you are still going to enjoy that game regardless, or not enjoy it, because that also may happen. Don't put all your faith in a console to make you enjoy a video game. The console is just the vessel that the game lives on for you and your enjoyment. So guys, just enjoy the game. Enjoy the game. All right? Bye, friends.